Hey, let's discuss a couple tips about anxiety because we're all prone to it. I know I've gotten it before, and I wish I knew this when I was younger. But a lot of my clients, especially their partners, if they're in a relationship or if they're single, I know they're dealing with anxiety. And yes, the winter blues are a real thing. Your body produces a compound called 5-hydroxytryptophan, which is necessary to help you produce serotonin and use dopamine and endorphins in a positive way. So you can always supplement with that because that's one way that you can do it. Also, taking ashwagandha is really good. But a lot of people don't know that the gut is known as the second brain. This is where your neurons are first assembled. And the quality of your gut and your gut microbiome directly impacts how healthy your brain is. So if you're eating a bunch of sugar and you have a bunch of bad bacteria in there, bacteria feeds off of sugar and you're producing a lower quality of neurons. Okay? And when your body has an overflow of bad bacteria, there's a couple ways that you can do to heal this. You can take a probiotic and a prebiotic. You can fast. You can eat more fermented foods to help produce good bacteria and starve the bad bacteria, which means less alcohol, less sugar. All of this will greatly decrease your anxiety. Also, producing endorphins through exercise helps block out these things in your body called nociceptors, which help block out pain and make you feel good. So they block out the bad and then they make you feel good for longer than dopamine does. Dopamine is a molecule of more. Dopamine helps you with driving for intrinsic rewards, going and achieving things. And it's essentially a good thing, but an overflow of dopamine will make you not motivated at all. Anyways, when it comes to anxiety, anxiety is living too far in the future. Depression is living too far in the past. When you're doing either one of these, you're not in the present moment. Very difficult. Mostly because we have these little smartphones in front of us all the time. We're checking for notifications, looking for responses, wanting to be wanted, needing to be heard. This essentially causes an unhealthy pattern. It trains you to need to be wanted. And when you're not, you feel these feelings of withdrawal. And that's where the anxiety comes from. Oh, nobody wants me. Nobody wants to talk to me. I have no text. I sold nothing in my store. Nobody liked my post. All of these lead to anxiety. And all anxiety is, because I hear this a lot from young people, is you're not living in the present moment enough. You're not letting your brain wander. You're not letting your brain ruminate or imagine or think about things, new ideas. Put the phone down. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. Don't listen to music. Try not checking your phone when you're checking out at a grocery store or any kind of department store. When you start to practice the art of being alone or not needing anything or not wanting anything, this is a good thing. It's going to be painful at first, I promise. But the more that you practice this, solitude, meditation, and journaling, just going an hour when you wake up, not checking your phone first thing in the morning, right? Putting it on airplane mode for a couple hours. Learning how to be okay by yourself, and I make all my clients do this. I make all of them spend an hour in a dark room by themselves. You have to be okay with your thoughts. And when you're ruminating too much about what's happened, or what's going to happen, that leads to severe depression and it causes you not to act. When you don't act, you don't take action. When you don't take action, nothing happens in your life, and then you essentially get put into victimhood. All of this goes into the emotional guidance scale, which is another thing I teach my clients. I made a couple videos about it. But you need to learn to be okay by yourself. Put the phone down, learn somatic breathing, do some breath work, get into meditation. And before you say, oh yeah, Cam, all this stuff I've heard before, you're not doing it consistently and you're not doing it for long enough. That's why. It took me 6 months before I even broke through the veil of what I thought meditation was. Okay? You gotta stay consistent. You gotta keep doing it. Learn to be okay with yourself. Learn to not need certain wins to validate your own ego, to validate your own self-worth. The more that you practice this, the better you become at it. Just because I know it doesn't mean I'm perfect at it, but you can reduce your anxiety. You're always in control. Take a breath. Focus on your breath. I guarantee that most moments you have anxiety, you're trying to either run from an emotion or you're holding your breath. Pay attention to that, right? Your breath is the best way that you can reduce and relieve anxiety. Learn breath work. If you want something, all the links are in the bio. I got a bunch of breath work things that I do every single day to help me relieve and reduce stress, as well as taking long walks in the woods with my dogs. And I take a shit ton of ashwagandha and lion's mane. And all that stuff really helps, all right? If you want more, just comment or send me a DM. I'll send you some links, okay? See you in the next one.